We've all been there. You start a new save, you have big dreams, you look at your transfer budget, and it's empty. Maybe you're managing in the championship, maybe you're doing a rebuild, or maybe the board just gave you peanuts. But in Football Manager 26, you don't need 100 million to sign world-class talent. You just need to know where to look. Today I'm giving you 10 Wonderkids that cost under 5 million, and I'm not talking about average squad players, I'm talking about future Champions League winners. And make sure you stick around for number 10, because you can actually get in for free if you know this one contract trick. Let's get into it. This section is the cheat code bargains. All these players you will be able to buy for under £1 million. He's already been called the next Sadio Mane for a reason. He's 17, he's lightning fast, and because he's a Generation 13 centre goal, you don't really have to even pay a transfer fee, just a tiny compensation fee. He literally creates goals from nothing. Just a little warning for those who are in England, he might struggle for a work permit initially, so sign him, loan him out to Belgium or France for a year, and watch his value skyrocket to 50 million easily. Next, we're going for a Brazilian fox in the box, Ryan Francisco, a striker who is a complete finishing machine. He also, because he's in Brazil, only has a compensation fee to get him out of Brazil, which should be around 450k. This kid is a finishing machine. He's not going to win you headers, but if you play him as a poacher or a channel forward, he is deadly. Another compensation deal where you can essentially robbing Sao Paulo in broad daylight. He does start off the save with a torn ACL, expected to return in 11 to 12 months. So that is something just to keep in mind. And number 3 is Mbekezeni and Mbokazi at Orlando Pirates. New defender, South Africa is a goldmine this year, with a cost around 500k. This guy starts with 17 decisions and 16 leadership at 19 years old. That is insane mentality and maturity for a teenager. He's a rock, he can walk into most championship teams immediately and develop into a top Premier League starter. This next section is the midfield engines, costing between 1 and 3 million. These are the players that are going to power your team. In at first, we have Kasper Urbanski. I also signed him in my West Ham save, as I didn't even realise he was a Wonderkid at the time. Can play a centre midfield, also attacking midfield, moving into the midfield at Bologna/Legia. Legia on this save. He is a midfield technician, costs between 2.8 million roughly. He's got 15 technique and 14 passing at just 20 years old. If you want to play possession football like Pep or De Zerbi, but you're on a budget, this is your guy. He can dictate the tempo of a match and costs less than a backup goalkeeper. If you want someone with a bit more grit, look at Scotland. The costs are only 1.3 million. David Watson is an engine. He's got high work rate, high stamina, and he just never stops running. He's perfect for a high pressing system like a Gegenpress. He's not flashy, but he will average you a 7.0 rating every single season. In at number 6 is Kanta Doi, who can play centre back or CDM. FC Tokyo on this one. I have to mention this hidden gem I found. With a cost between 300 and 500k, Japanese players are just so undervalued in FM. Kanta Doi is a perfect physical beast. Great jump and reach and strength. He can play centre back or DM, making him the perfect utility player to have on your bench. These next couple are the potential future stars. These are the ones that you're really going to want if you're fighting for that Champions League spot. Here at this one, we've got an extra one, just because he is quite hard to find. Saba Kharebashvili, almost as hard to pronounce as he is to sign. Even on my database where I loaded every single league, I could not find him. And he's also quite good on the game. Being Georgian and playing for Dinamo Tbilisi, he is almost as hard to pronounce, but he is very good. And this guy is becoming a community favourite for a reason. With a cost between 1.5 and 2.5 million, this is arguably the best value left back in the entire game. He's already getting interest from Real Madrid in real life. In FM26, you can snap him up for pennies. He develops into an elite Champions League level wingback. We've swapped out the Georgian league for a Norwegian giant who is much easier to find. Between 4 and 5 million cost, Elvin Hellens, who starts at Brann, is the ultimate utility defender. He's 6'3", fast, and while he is a natural right back, he is 2-footed and plays comfortably on his left at left back or centre back. He fixes your entire defence for around 4 million. He's a must buy for any mid-table Premier League side. And since we saved a spot, I have to mention this absolute steal from Ajax, Jordi Makayo, who can play as centre back and in a defensive midfield. He does start at young Ajax. Ajax is a second feeder club and only costs between 1 and 2 million, often being compensation. He's only 16, but his technical stats for a centre back are absolutely ridiculous. Because he's only used contract at the start, you can often pinch him for a small compensation fee. He's the perfect board playing defender for the future. Sign him, loan him, profit. At number 9, we have Christian Cavani from Bayer Leverkusen. One more striker option for you. This one is a little bit on the pricier side, with a cost of between 3 and 5 million. But he's an 18-year-old at Bayer Leverkusen who lists Erling Haaland as his idol. I think that just tells you everything. 15 pace, 15 strength is a physical monster in the making. Just get him before his value hits 50 million, because it definitely will. Okay, player number 10. This is the one you need to shortlist right now. Luka Topalovic, who usually plays at attacking midfielder for Inter Milan under 23s. He starts at Inter Milan and it looks expensive, valued at over 10 million, but here is the trick. His contract often expires at the end of the first season in June 2026. If you add him to your shortlist and wait until January, you can often approach him and sign him on a pre-contract for free. You're getting a Wonderkid playmaker valued at millions for absolutely nothing. Do not miss this. So there you have it, 10 players, or 11 if you're being nice, that can save your career without even breaking the bank. Let me know in the comments if you found any other hidden gems that I've missed. And listen, knowing who to buy is one thing, but knowing how to use them is another. If you want to see how I'm building a tactical system to get the best out of players like this, check out my West Ham Rebuild series right here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.